I got a job that almost killed me. Let's get into the story time. Hi, I'm Princess Uneze, and you're welcome to my channel. Copyright of NYSC was, or usually is for Nigerians, usually is a struggle for getting into the workforce, getting into the labor markets, as people oftentimes call it in Nigerians. Here's a tale of how mine went. It started off with a recruiter, or should I call it, because he is the CEO of a tech company based in the US, reaching out to me on LinkedIn as of January 2023. I saw your profile on LinkedIn and I like what you are doing. My company, we currently need your talent, we currently need your skills. And obviously, for someone that isn't currently working, like once you get such things, you're excited, you're happy, you're elated, whatever you want to call it. I was that. And to make it more interesting, it was based in the United States. So in my head, there's some dollars to be made. So we got communicating and we got talking. A job, 10 to 5 is typically the work time. And yeah, I was needed for digital marketing specifically. I grew up or I honed my skills in these things because I ran a business at the time. So I had skills from content writing to copywriting to script writing, just name it. I developed these skills personally and I used them for my business. But at this point, it was getting to a time where it was going to be then paid services. And I was thrilled. I went through, I think, two interview stages and yeah, I got in when that offer came. Believe you me, as crazy as it sounds, it wasn't paid in dollars for some reason. Approximately 130,000 naira, Nigerian naira. That's what the job was paying. But at that time, coming from NYSC, I had nothing. So it was everything to me. As crazy as that sounds, it was everything to me. So I took on that job. I was so excited. I was happy to get going. Little did I know that that's where, like, of course, that's whoever got back to me. Yeah, that's what happened. So the brand was just breaking in, and we needed to build the digital face, the digital footprint of the brand from scratch, and execute a very effective go-to-market strategy. First month on the job, we got into opening social media accounts, developing See, there was no even there was nothing about this brand. So apart from logo and what the a web application that they had already developed, then in the face of mobile application, there was nothing else. So we started out crafting a brand story, crafting brand messaging, and it was left to me like from beginning to end, like I should paddle it. To be fair, it wasn't a great position to be in because like crafting out everything from beginning to end where the owner of the company doesn't know what he or she wants. So you get to craft everything from beginning to end. It was so much. Up till now, I do not have the words, but it stretched me beyond my limits. I'm a very hardworking person, and to be fair, that job I wanted, I it's not I wanted, I gave it my all. And here's where things got funny. As obviously, I think people in the workforce already know this. Startups generally have this feel of dumping everything that needs to be done. As time went on, even two people couldn't handle all of the things. He was reluctant, but we needed to hire a graphics designer. A graphics designer came and she was all over the place, from websites, copy design to social media graphics design. So like everybody was in it, like swamped. Now the job kept on with this, and for my department, there was no plans for paid advertisement. There was no plan for anything paid. Like you guys have to make it work. Now let's get into the intrusive parts of it. I work 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., which is the regulated time, and whenever time he comes online, he needs to get on a call with me, and he just fix. In fact, there is no "can you get on a call?" Is you see your phone ringing after 5 o'clock. I entertained it. I'm not going to blame anybody for that. It was all me. I entertained it. For some reason, I had a feeling I needed to I had a feeling I needed to prove myself worthy of that job, and it was the total wrongest thing I had to do. But as a newbie in the industry, why not? I kept taking in, taking it in, taking it in, taking it in, work after hours, do more than your JD, because that's literally what I was doing. I was a product marketing manager, I was a strategist for the go to market, I was product owner. All of it was exhausting. So this cost me, as that's not all. Outside work hours on weekdays was one of it. Now weekends, it got into it also. This random Saturday or Friday evening, he says, "Oh, we're going to have a meeting with an external investor, and you are going to be at that meeting." No, oh, are you free on Saturday? No, nothing like that. Just, oh, you are going to be. Why not? I don't question anything. Newbie in the industry, earning as at that time what I needed because, yeah, people grow. At that point, I was earning what I needed, so I got on those calls. I was shooting myself in the leg. I couldn't take this anymore because then the pressures even started increasing. Don't get me wrong, on our social media side of things, we're doing the best we could with um, organic marketing, and but we needed more, and he was not willing to give us. So company grew to the part where we're now seeking funding. People of God, you will not believe I became investor finder for my company. This was the part where I think my brain started shutting off completely. And this was running into fifth month on the job. I was enjoying all of this extra hours, all of this. It's funny how in all of this I haven't put his hostility. Like I have no idea how I was able to survive such hostility for I stayed there for 7 months. I have no idea how I was able to survive that hostility. He would yell, like, "Why are you shouting? Like, why are you shouting? Like, I am here. Why are you shouting? Like, I can listen to you. Like, why are you shouting? Do you need to shout to communicate or to pass what you need to pass?" Throwing tantrums like a 2 year old, like, literally, that's what I faced. Now, it got to the part of seeking funding, and I was tasked with preparing pitch deck. People of God, I prepared pitch deck. I have so much skills right now because of this job, but at the same time, it damaged me. I prepared pitch deck for a product that is ready to go to market or was in the market already at the time, and we're seeking funding. I prepared pitch deck, we're seeking funding. Pitch deck I have never worked on before. I had to work on it. No supervision whatsoever. I did murder's research and I put together a pitch deck. You would not believe the first person that was going to vet our pitch deck, I presented that deck. Where was the owner of the company? Nowhere to be found. People of God, because of the pressure that was setting in because there was no funds at that point anymore, he was nowhere to be found and the pressure was really getting worse. Like the pressure really got worse. I started feeling terrible anxiety. Whenever I saw his call, I started fidgeting. Whenever it was time for work, I was having mad ass headache. I couldn't socialize normally. Like people got every other thing in my life was going wrong, but I was willing to put in more time, more hours to get this thing right for this my first international role. I couldn't take it anymore, as a matter of fact. So I spoke to people around me because, I am the first child of my family. Yes, fine and good. Yes, but I've grown up in a family house that my parents don't put pressure on me. So I wasn't under any kind of pressure to bring in money to come and save lives or to come and do what. I'm living in my father's house, rent free, and eating food. So it wasn't a matter of, oh, you need this job by fire by force to make ends meet. I resigned. I couldn't take it anymore. I resigned. People of God, that resignation didn't even go. Like, I had to pull crazy ass stunts to even resign because it was that bad that he had this chokehold on me. Like, you have to work. I was all he got. Like, I was all he got. Anyhow, he wanted to say that was all he got because I ha- I am very, very, very fast. I'm a very fast learner, so I could easily be whatever he wanted at that point. So I had enough. I was just out completely. People of God, for days after resigning, after sending in that resignation, I put my phone on airplane mode. It wasn't anything, it was just to, I was even running away from my phone. Like, it was just to disconnect because I was so zapped into this company. Like, I had a stake in it. At this point, I never understand how all of that went and how much that took from me. But over the couple of months that I, like, after I resigned, I had to reconnect with the world. I had to learn how to live my life again because that burden was lifted. Now, here's a few things I've learned from this. It is it's quite important, like as a newbie in the job market, that you go beyond just accepting an offer, just the first offer that comes your way. That was my mistake. Accepting an offer just like that was a mistake that could only have been made because I was eager to work. Need someone else that is older than you in the job market that would look out for you, that would advise you, that would give you things that really only experience will teach you. Next thing I learned is never go past your JD. I don't know how to explain this, but whatever is on your JD, that this is what you'll be doing and you have a job with us, never go past it. If it's 2 hours, they say 2 hours a day that you're going to do, never go past it. This, had I known this or had I practiced this, it would have saved me a lot of headache, it would have saved me a lot of heartbreak, it would have saved me a lot of. I fell right in anxiety, depression, whatever you want to call it. I was all of it. I had to run away from phones, run away. Like once I hear phone ringing like this, my heart cuts. Like it was a trajectory that I never want to go through. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but take your time to go through a job offer. If you have to, ask crazy questions about the work policies of the organization that's trying to hire you because it's not all rosy. Like it is not all rosy. It is not all fun and games out there. People, and here's a call out. I do not know what Nigeria, or I do not know why Nigerians based abroad, because he's a Nigerian. I do not know why Nigerians based abroad have this punish them mentality for. I get the seeking cheap labor, but that you have to cage people, you have to punish them. This is not just because of the experience I had. I've seen several on Twitter. You owe people their salary. I didn't even get into that. First of, in the, like, lastly, or I don't even know the Lee at this point, but getting to receive your salary was almost becoming a luxury at some point prior to me resigning. But that would be a gist for another day. Now they have this attitude of wanting people to suffer, wanting people to go through things because they went through it. It really doesn't have to be that way. I really don't know why it is that way for people in the diaspora that need labor for the Nigerian community. We do not have to beg you, we do not have to suffer because you are giving us a job. At the end of the day, if we did not meet the criteria of what you needed, you wouldn't have reached out to us. Anyways, I will be all for now. I hope I was even able to cover most of the things I had in mind because, to be fair, being a newbie in the job market isn't easy. And I hope that my experience would shed some light on some of the things that go on in the labor market and some of my experiences, and basically teach you one or two things on how to go forward as a newbie in the job market. That'll be all for now. See you guys later. Bye.